Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going back to Primark and I've come by myself at opening. So I'm hopeful that we've got quite a lot of time to go through everything because I've seen they've got some quite nice stuff for autumn. I'm very excited about the homeware, but we're going to get into all the different categories. If this is your first time finding my channel, I do lots of shop with me style content like this, as well as chatty beauty stuff. So stick around and make sure you go and check out my channel page with all the playlists that you can catch up on 12 years worth of videos. Otherwise, I will see you in a second when we get in there. It's just opened. There were a queue of people. That is how early we are. It's actually really conspicuous to come at this time in the morning and film stuff on your own. Oh, I like this. I really like that. And this as well. Quite like the kind of pink and red print stuff, which I definitely never did before. Right, so one person specifically asked me to have a look at the coats. Wow, the coat situation, because she said she's going to New York at Christmas time. I mean, if ever there was one that was appropriate for New York in the winter. But I'm going to have a little zoom around the coats for her, because this is around the time that they put all of them out, and all the stuff that is going to be super popular and you're going to see on like fashion bloggers and stuff, that will sell out immediately. So if you're looking for a cheap winter coat from Primark, now is the time. This is nice. I've had a few like oversized coats from Primark over the years, and they're actually really good quality. £40. To be fair, this one doesn't feel as nice as one of the ones that I've got, but very affordable for the size of the coat. They've also got some really cute little bomber jackets that I'm quite into. I wonder if they've got that in any other colours, because I would have that in a green for sure. Oh, another like cocoon stuff. This is nicer. Another cocoon coat. This is, how much is this? I don't know. It's going to be 30. I actually think I prefer that. The quality is better and it doesn't feel like it's going to crease like the other one. This is also really nice. This one is, I mean, it's probably 32. They've obviously pulled these off for a reason. Big teddy bear coats are not going away. £35 for these. It's taken me a really long time, but I think I'm on board now. These kind of Borg style. I didn't like them because they were just so massive. Love the oversized cardigans from Primark every year. This is a really nice one because it's kind of like a mall. And they've got, oh, that's jumpers. We'll see those in a second. But a grey one as well. This is completely my vibe. That with like a little black crop top and some high-waist mom jeans. It's like Rachel from Friends. And I love it. Also like chenille. Feels very like Friends in 90s, doesn't it? This I really, really like. My friend always wears stuff like this. I never felt like it suited me. But I'm going to give it a go this year because I'm more on board with like cropped stuff now than I used to be. That is £12. I have walked past so many people who are just staring at me like, what is she doing? She is literally talking to herself. The store is a bit quiet to be doing this. Quick interjection, I'm gonna have to switch to a voiceover because I feel like everyone is looking at me, and I mean I get this question quite frequently. How do I feel comfortable vlogging in public? 99% of the time, absolutely fine. When I'm in a store, I'm very mindful that at any point they could ask me to stop, because that's completely fine. It's private property, and if they did, I would, obviously. Honestly, there's only ever been like maybe 3 or 4 times in the history of Come Shop With Me's that someone has ever approached me and even asked me what I'm doing, let alone asked me to stop. And I can tell you it is mortifying. So I was trying to avoid that. And I did feel very conspicuous. So I'm going to switch to a voiceover up for a little period, and then we'll go back to regular kind of talking as we shop. Particularly where the super trendy area is in the store at the very, very front, it was so quiet. So I'm very happy to be voiceovering these segments. Really, really liked this belt bag. Although I suppose if I wanted to be down with the kids, I'd probably wear it as like a crossbody bag now. Loved this. The whole thing. The stripy top, the little pop of colour skirt, so gorgeous. Realising as I'm going around the store that really the whole emphasis now is on like outfits, isn't it? It's not about, oh, I like that top or I like that skirt. It's kind of like matching stuff, things you're maybe only ever going to wear once. That's adorable. I don't think people are wearing those things with other things, you know? Also really cross with myself that I didn't get one of these. Totally forgot about it when it came to actually shopping at the end. I will show you at the end of the video what I bought. It's not a load of stuff. It's not very much stuff at all. But I would have bought one of those little crop jumpers if I'd remembered. I just didn't have a little basket with me at the time. But yeah, these little things I'm realizing are just aimed at people who are putting together outfits for specific occasions, aren't they? Am I wrong? Love this scarf. Again, kind of wish I'd gone back for the scarf. Lots of little like autumnal dresses. Really, really liked these long shirts. Would we call these shirt dresses or just shirts? Because I think I would wear them as like cardigan style. Like I would wear this particular colour I loved. I would wear this realistically probably over black leggings and a black vest top, just to make me feel like a little bit more put together, you know. Loads of sale stuff if you are going on summer holiday a little bit late, or rather a warm weather holiday. They have absolutely tons. I mean, to be fair, the weather's going to be warm still for a little while, although we're kind of going into autumn now. It's not super cold weather yet. There were loads of reductions. This was the craziest dress I've ever seen in my entire life. Kind of wish that I'd got one just to try on, just for fun, because how crazy is this dress? I bet it looks amazing on some people. Again, loads of like summery dresses. I remember liking that when it first came out in the spring summertime, and now it's £6. So, you know, always worth going back and seeing. The trend section is a bit out there, kind of preppy stuff. I did quite like this section. It's not really for me. The colours aren't really for me. But of all the mad trends we've had at Primark recently, this is palatable, I would say. Again, the blues and the camels, it's just not, and the bright yellow, it's not for me. I'm sorry, I'm still all about this. The neutrals, I really like this kind of crepe, kind of, it's got like a sateen kind of style to it, and this cute little skirt. I think I'm just like, I'm over new stuff maybe, or maybe I've always really been drawn to the retro 70s stuff, and it's all like a cycle, isn't it? It's the stuff that was kind of retro when I was a kid, was like 60s, 70s, and so that's the stuff that I like maybe. It does also really vibe with my soft autumn colour palette. Like, I know that works for me. How cute are these? I know that these are not Halloween dresses, but if you were looking for kind of something a little bit more elegant for Halloween, I love that. I think that's really, really cute and very on trend for like the 90s too. So one of the things I specifically came into Primark for was a new sweatshirt. I love a new sweatshirt. Primark do really affordable ones, and sweatshirts, the way I wear them, I tend to get paint on them and do crazy things. So I don't want to spend a lot of money, and they're really, really soft. They tend to wash quite well as well. But I just couldn't find anything that was really speaking to me. This, however, this bright red suit, this is like Christmas in a piece of clothing. They did have quite a few kind of tailored, colourful things, but this is a Christmas outfit, right? I don't think I could do the neck scarf. That might be a little bit much for me. But the red and green, and the black and white with a pop of colour, that seems to be kind of a trend right now. But the red suit, I think I need the red suit. This was also gorgeous. And later in the video, I did say I didn't know where the Marks and Spencer dupe stuff was. I think it's this section now. This is so gorgeous. If I had more time, which I probably did have, but I was feeling really awkward shopping today, I would go back and try this on as an outfit because it's so nice. I love the print. These I recommend every year. So useful if you are going anywhere that's going to be cold, or if you are going somewhere where you might be cold in the UK. If you're going camping or something, or if you're going like walking and you're going to be somewhere outdoors for a long time, either the fleece lined or the velvet lined leggings as thermals underneath your jeans or your trousers are essential, and so much cheaper than the normal thermals. I've had to get a basket because there's so many things. Look at these memory foam slippers, and they're so cute. How much are they? £7. They're really heavy as well. They are really, really nice. So Primark pajamas, some of my favourites, and I'm specifically looking to see if they've got a lot like this. Long night shirts. You can barely get them anywhere, but the ones in Primark particularly are cut really nicely, so they're very, very comfortable. I've been looking for these for so long, and I feel like they've just become like the trend because you couldn't find them. I want one, past my knees. It doesn't have to be to the floor, but past my knees. And Primark do really, really nice ones. I've got one particularly, it's kind of like this. It's kind of cut here so that it like flows, but it's got some kind of shape to it. It's really, really nice. It's like a coral colour. If you ever seen it in the sale, I would highly recommend. But I haven't seen them do it in another one since, and I'm always on the lookout. I do also have this because I'm obsessed with robes. I would say be careful of stuff like this, these colours, because I had one from Primark that was like a navy. I mean, this is beautiful. And it ran really, really badly when I put it in with other clothes. I don't separate things. You know, it is what it is. But I haven't for a long time, and that's not usually a problem. It was everywhere. These look really nice. Oh my god, they're so soft. I mean, they're called super soft pajamas, but oh, wowzer. That's like beautiful loungewear. I've got a lot of cute like stationery stuff. I suppose it's back to school. I was going to say, I suppose it's because it's September time. Oh, cravings. Random to be in Primark. I kind of was brought over by this desk mat. They've got some like week planners and stuff, lots of stationery. This is of interest to me. Love a whiteboard. Some stuff is like for kids stuff, but some stuff is just generally useful and just a little bit colourful, which we could all do with a little bit of extra colour in our work lives. So much Disney stuff, and some really nice, quite like this, quite kind of tasteful Disney stuff, because I'm not into like cushions like this outside of like a young child's room. Really like these things. I think they're kind of subtle Disney. If you're into Disney stuff in your house, like this, that's really cute. The rug might be a bit much, but you know, little accents. It can be kind of Disney without in-your-face Disney, and I think that they've got a lot more of that kind of stuff in now. So much homeware, and so much homeware on sale. I think they are doing a big store reshuffle today, which is why there are so many people around. Like, not a lot of customers at this time in the morning, but a lot of staff, which has made it a little bit more conspicuous to film a video like this. What is this? A light? I don't know. But there are tons and tons. This is quite nice. How much is this? £4. I quite like that. Absolutely loads and loads of homeware. Really, really like that. It doesn't really go with my colour scheme in any of the rooms. But if you are looking for that kind of thing, now is the time to come, because I've never seen so massive a sale in the homeware section. I think it's because they're like, we're getting quite a new, like a large homeware in the Meadowhall store. They're probably clearing a lot of stuff out to make space for that new area, because we're getting furniture and everything. These plant pots, look at these. Honestly, there's so much stuff. Ooh, that looks like Christmas packaging to me. It is. Oh, it's nearly time. Do you know what? I bet that's what it is. I bet the big store switch around is mostly for Christmas. Brushed cotton. Oh, but do I need it? This is really nice too. I actually think I prefer that one, but this is kind of more traditional. But for my, well, I suppose it's like a beige bedroom, but I like white bedding. That's really, really nice. I tend to kind of compare things to like H&M and Zara at home, because they're quite expensive and quite trendy. People like that stuff. And I think Primark, more and more, their stuff looks like it would belong there. It really doesn't matter how many baskets and boxes I've got. I'm always drawn to more basket and boxes. Look at these ones. These are really like chunky. I think it's just the massively messy and disorganised person inside of me that believes that all of these things would just solve all of my problems. These are really cute. They've got some gorgeous, gorgeous stuff at the moment, especially like home fragrance. Look at these. All of the candles are in really beautiful containers. Got some really nice actual scents as well. I was just smelling some of these ones, and really, every time I come to Primark, I'm like, oh, their homeware is really stepped up, but it's improving all the time. I was looking to see if they had some like olive green or like a rust colour for these pillowcases, but not so much, unfortunately. I think this is kind of the closest I can get, and I don't really love that print for the living room. Autumn is massively picked over. This is all that's left in the store, and people have gone crazy for the autumn stuff online, and this is kind of gorgeous, isn't it? But this is it. Just this one little bit that definitely feels like it's being removed and made way for Christmas already. Love that check shirts are back. I'm not keen on this v-neck check shirt thing. Like this. Maybe not the length. Maybe. I liked those other long ones, but this is not the right kind of material for a long shirt for me. There was definitely a time a few years ago where I was never far away from a check shirt. Check shirt, skinny jeans. Feels like a lifetime ago. 80p for a bath bomb feels like a bargain in the times of Lush, doesn't it? Especially if you've got kids that are like desperate. But oh, look at that, it's cute. This is a nice little idea for a present, actually. I'm not massively into bath bombs myself. I like salts and stuff, but it feels kind of like a waste for me. They have absolutely tons of face masks. I remember when they started doing face masks and it was like one little section. It is enormous now, tons. Some of these are really, really good. I really like these ones, the Prep and Perfect kinds. Decided to give this one a go. Ooh, look at the prints. I really like the Niacinamide serum. I actually have that from here, so I thought I'd give the mask a go. Someone did tell me that I don't think I've ever tried fragrances from Primark, apart from the ones that they sent to me and then immediately I lost all. They were like these ones down here. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, face masks. People told me that they had tried some of the face masks that were like peel off. I still have them in my drawer because they were like, do not use those, they will stain your face. So, you know, something to bear in mind that could happen. So I'm going to kind of avoid the ones that are like glitter and crazy colours and stuff like that for that exact reason. It's just not worth the risk, is it? This section used to be where they had their like, what I would consider to be kind of their Marks and Spencer range. So I'm not entirely sure what on earth. I'm certain I saw people wearing similar things when I was a kid. I'm not sure what this section even is anymore. It's just like completely random. I'm not sure I even noticed the Marks and Spencer dupe section while I was walking around the rest of the store now, actually. Now I've come to think of it. Is this like a... Oh, it's like a wet look fabric. These are bodysuits. If you know me at all, you will know this is my issue with a bodysuit. I was really excited for a second then because I saw that seam and thought, oh my God, it's got no press studs, but it still does. I think I tried this top on in a different colourway. It's actually quite flattering, and then they've got matching trousers. It's a little bit too costumey for me, but that's probably because to me, like, the 90s is something you dress up as, whereas to people who are like discovering new styles for the first time, it's just like what's in store right now. I'm sure that's the same for like when we want to wear things that were popular in the 70s and the 60s. It feels the same way for people who lived it the first time. These are quite cool. How much are these? Why don't they want me to know how much things are? £20. They're quite nice. Now I have some boots from Primark. I talk about them every year because they weren't this, it wasn't this hard sole. The sole was more like this kind of rubber, and it makes them so much more comfortable. They made the same high-heeled boots a couple of years later, and they were just nowhere near as comfortable. I think they're going to be like this, maybe. I'm looking, I'm not finding quite the same ones because they had a heel. But the sole is everything. Like this, no, this is still too hard. Because the shoe itself was super comfortable, but if it's not got that kind of softer rubbery sole, get that the soles will like wear down more if they're softer, but they're just so much more comfortable. These are very cool. I like that platforms have made a return. I really, really do. I love like chunky platforms like that. I really like this bag. They've got a couple of different colours. £14. This is the perfect work bag. There we go. It's perfect for a laptop. It's got a longer strap as well, so you can put it over your shoulder as well as just kind of like a little shoulder bag. It's great for people who are now like between home and office and having to like actually take their stuff to and from different locations. I have a bag that's a very, very similar shape for the same reason, and also very soft because it kind of protects the things inside. It's kind of padded. Ideal. Every year I tell myself I don't need any more scarves, but look at it. I need this one surely. This is another one of those things that it's gonna seem like it's early, but buy this when you see it, because this will sell out and they will not get it back. I had no idea this was even a thing. Greg's. Oh wait, I feel like I've seen this. Come back to the sweatshirts and stuff. I don't think I really wanted a hoodie is the problem. I really wanted like a fresh sweatshirt, but it's not quite what I'm looking for. I think I'm gonna have to look somewhere else. Quick sweep of the furniture stuff while no one's around. Oh my god, a speaker table. That's actually really cool. That is £100. Some nice stuff. You know what might not be a good idea? Rocking up at Primark for literally the minute they open. Quietest day ever. Day of a shop move. Maybe not the best. Anyway, I hardly bought anything, but I'm going to show you the bits that I did buy. Honestly, I went in there like, I'm going to come away with a ton of like autumn homeware stuff. Because they were kind of moving everything around, it wasn't the best shopping experience. And I'm really trying to be a little bit more mindful about purchases, because I just don't, again, there's so many things that I'm like, I love this, but I don't need it, you know? I don't need it. So I did buy a couple of things that I felt like I did need. Socks. Holiday socks. Everyone buys new socks for holiday, right? Also fluffy socks, also for holiday, from the plane. I am no longer allowed to buy black fluffy socks because the fluff always ends up all over the house. So I thought white and grey. We were slightly tilting, slightly. I'm thinking white and grey is probably safer. I bought the Niacinamide Mask that I mentioned. I actually was looking for the serums and I couldn't see them anywhere. They're really good. I've tried the hyaluronic acid one and the niacinamide, and I have found that they make a difference to my skin when I use them. They are so inexpensive, and I think they're comparable to other ones at the drugstore, you know, like a L'Oreal version, for example. It's pretty good stuff. Unless you're looking for something very, very specific, you know, treating a specific thing, then I don't think you need to spend a tremendous amount of money. Anyway, the other thing that I bought was this, and I have seen people using these, and I'd kind of been in between where I was going to purchase some from, and I saw them in Primark and was like, yes, absolutely. If you don't know what these are, the only problem I have is I can't really keep it on my wrist, but I'm hoping if I have these around, I will be more likely to use them than something else that might cause more damage to my hair when I just want to put it up. Because I am someone who, if I was in the office, I didn't have a bobble, I would use a pen. This is perfect. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me just for a little kind of look around Primark. I realized it was not ideal because the voiceover, it's not the way I like to do it, but it felt like a needs must situation today. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.